Hello. Oh, can I wave to you? Hello. Okay, hello guys. I'm Aurora, and I'm gonna answer some questions that some of you have asked me today. Thank you to Clash Magazine for having me. So I guess I'm just gonna start. I hope you're all okay, by the way. This is my plant is hanging from my whatever the curtains hang from. And I thought he was dead, but then he started making new sprouting again. Is that what you call it? And I'm very happy, very pleased about it. So I thought I might bring him into the live stream so he could say hello. Okay, so I'm just gonna start with the thing. Okay, so the first question is, are you excited for this whole new era? Yes, I am. I think the most fun thing about being an artist is that you can develop so many sides of yourself, and you can share so many sides of yourself, both visually and musically, and also, you know, in the soundscape and how you produce the music. It's just the most fun thing, I think, to explore all of those sides of yourself. I really enjoy it. It feels really free, and I'm very ready for this new era. I have a lot on my mind, and I'm very ready to share it with you. What can we expect? Oh, well, I think of course, I think personally that the theme of this new album is quite exciting. I like what I will be writing about and singing about. I have a lot on my mind for this era, and I can't really say too much because I really like the mystery around it, as you know. But you can expect a new part of my heart, and you can expect some new questions being asked, and maybe some new answers being answered in the music and in the whole emotional idea behind the music. You know, there's always a big emotional reason for why you make music, as it is every time. So you can expect a lot, I think. I hope that was okay, an okay answer. How long did it take you to write Exist for Love? Well, it kind of took a few years, because I first started. Exist for Love is my newest single, for the people who don't know that. I don't know if you know who I am, people watching. But I started writing the song in 2017, just like the whole chorus line, and I had it with me in my pocket for many years, until this year, where I recorded it in January, I think, or February, with my mate Magnus and my other mate Glenn, and we just recorded the song, and we felt and we knew that we had to share this song with you guys, because now, you know, love is more needed than ever. These are strange times indeed. So it kind of took a few years, but also it took like a few hours. Do you like to read zodiac signs? I don't know. I really like how they look visually when they're painted on stuff. And I know I'm zodiac signs. That's like I'm a Gemini and stuff like that. I'm Gemini, I think. Gemini. I don't know what I think about it. I like when there's uplifting stuff. I like all things that can make people feel good about themselves for a day, or feel good about their future, or what might come. You know, if it's like that, if it's like a sort of a fortune telling. I think all sorts of goodness is good. But I don't know, I think sometimes for me they're a bit too general, because I feel like you can't really put people in a box. All people I've met are everything, from the best to the worst, including myself. So I feel like it's wrong to kind of put people in a box based on what zodiac sign they're in, if that makes sense. Okay, what's your spirit animal? Well, it used to be the wolf, and I love the polar bear, which I thought was named Ice Bear, because that's what it's named on Norwegian, Isbjørn. But now, I feel like my spirit animal is a black, like a raven, or something that could fly away. Hey Aurora, what inspired you to write this song? Well, love inspired me. When I first started writing this song, I had experienced love worthy of writing about for the first time. And also just realizing that love is such a beautiful thing, and such a beautiful thing we are capable of as human beings, you know? I think it's really interesting how people change when they're in love, how they can give so much of themselves when they're in love. It's just so pure and beautiful. So love inspires me. You guys inspire me. You give me a lot of love, and it's just it's inspiring, all of it. Life. So everything inspired me, but love. Are you in love? Maybe is that the yes? I am in love every day. Sometimes it's within individuals, and sometimes it's just a vast love I feel for all humankind, and for the kindness you see in people, or a piece of cake, or a glass of wine, or the sunset. Everything. I'm in love with a lot of things. I'm in love with love. Because it's interesting, because no one really taught us how love looks, or how it smells, or what it is. We just know in our heart what love is from the minute we're born, and how it feels, and how it should feel. Oh, it's beautiful. Describe this new chapter in 5 words. I don't know how to do that. I have to think about that, or it will be boring for you to just see me think. But it's a very good question. I will think about it. What do you like about the forest? Well, I like that the forest is quiet. I like that the forest, there's no people there. I don't hate people. No, I don't. I like people, but I also don't like people. I love being alone, and I love that the forest gives me the chance to just be quiet. Everything is quiet, and I love that I'm in the middle of something really, like the trees are so much bigger than me, and the bugs are so much smaller than me, and it's kind of this weird metamorphosis that you're in, because you're in this weird thing where you're just in between, and you matter, but you also don't matter. Yeah, I like it. It gives me peace of mind. I love your headpiece. Oh, so in my music video, which I guess, I don't know if you've seen it, but I have one where I'm in a shell, like a pearl. Oh, and in the music video, I'm wearing a little pearl headpiece, and I was in quarantine before the video was filmed, so I had to make the headpiece myself from old stuff I had lying around in my house, in my apartment. So I just took pearls and stuff from old dresses and old purses and stuff like that, and I just took them off. It took a long time, and I beaded a new kind of headpiece. So I made it. Yeah, I made it myself. It was really fun. You can make a lot of things yourself. We didn't really buy anything. We made everything ourselves. So it's cool that you can look fancy as heck without having. You don't need a lot of money. You can just make things yourself, which I'm a big fan of. I don't really like using you know, the big expensive brands. Anyway, how did you make your headpiece? Well, I kind of just said that, didn't I? Why did you choose the name Warriors and Weirdos? So I call my friends, or my friends, my online friends, I call them Warriors and Weirdos. It started out because people said in the beginning of my career that she's such a weirdo, but I didn't know if it was a good in a good or in a bad way. But then I didn't understand why it should be so negatively, especially in school and stuff. When people call you a weirdo, it can be hurtful to kids. So I thought for the young ones, I would just make a home for the weirdos and make them feel safe and try to create some positivity around the word. This was back in 2014-15, so it's a long time ago now. But I'm sticking with it because it's still what connects us all, I think, because we're all a bit strange and maybe a bit on the outside. Because you can feel even on the outside with your family, you know, even though you belong with them. It's weird, this world. So that's where the weirdo term comes from. And warrior, I just like the idea of people out there calling themselves a warrior. And you should call yourself a warrior, whether you're a fan of me or not. It shouldn't have anything to do with me. Because I think most strange people also are extremely strong, because they most possibly would have to fight their way through life a bit more. So it's often connected, I think. Who inspires you to make music? Well, everything inspires me. People inspire me, wine inspires me, and plants, no, they don't inspire me. The heart inspires me a lot. The world inspires me a lot. I'm really I hate that word, saying it feels weird in my mouth. I'm really inspired by seeing other people go through things. I don't often write about personal things because I love just looking at people, you know, looking at them, and you can kind of see what's going on in their heads and what they're thinking about. It's just really exciting. I'm so fascinated by human beings, and I love to just watch them and write about it. And I try to also think, what would you like in a song? What do people need a song for? You know, you try to think about. I want to be of some kind of use, obviously. So I try to make music that I feel like the world needs, if that makes sense, or like at least my friends or some people I read about, or things, you know, people are going through. So the heart inspires me a lot, and people. Did you mean to resemble Aphrodite or Venus in your music video for Exist for Love? Yes, I did, because it was inspired by it, because I think it's such a beautiful painting, and also the thematic backstory behind it, I think, is beautiful also, and the things it symbolizes, which I kind of wanted to recreate in my video. I had the idea for the video in January. I knew what I wanted to be inside a shell. I wanted to be a pearl in an oyster, and it was really fun. I love directing music videos. It's the best thing. It's the best, BEST, best. What did you eat for breakfast? I ate bread with olive oil on it. I love bread. Bread is my favorite thing in the whole world. I love just looking at it, smelling it, eating it, everything. Bread. And my bread had a hard crust and a soft intestines and soft intestines, my bread. And I loved it. And the olive oil was good pure taste. And I had some tomato as well. I love tomatoes. I love the tiny ones that you can put the whole tomato in your mouth and eat it. That makes me really happy. Oh. Yeah, so that's what I ate. And I had 2 cups of peppermint tea. I don't really like it, but I did it. I had it. Where did you get the courage to be yourself? Well, I I don't know. I've been really lucky, I think. My family never pushed me to be anything else. Or my mom and dad maybe never told me to dress more normally when I was a child. And they never told me to sit still when I was restless. And they never told me that anything I did was unusual. So I grew up just being relaxed about my existence, which I think is good for children, to not be told that you're strange in an early age, because you're just trying to figure it out, trying to figure out how to be in this body you've been given. It's very interesting, and I think it's very hard to be someone else, so I find it very easy to be myself and to love myself, because if you look at the facts, it doesn't make any sense to spend time thinking about things that you can't change. So I know that I can't change anything with myself, so I just accept it and I go along with it, and then you learn to love it with time. So yeah, I think I don't know if that makes sense, but I try to just block people out, and I choose myself I define myself, people can't do it for me. You have to just be yourself. There's no other thing to do than to be just who you are, It's very important, I think. When can we expect the next piece of art to be released? I don't know. Sooner than you think, but later than you hope. Yeah, something like that. What inspires your style? Well, today, sparkling shit inspires my style. I love vintage, I love old things, mostly because the fashion industry is such a bad boy, and I don't approve it. And I have to buy panties, of course. I don't like to have bad internet. Sorry, I live in Norway. What can you do? I talked about my panties, but I like to... Obviously, I don't wear vintage panties that is used. So I buy my panties on a normal store. But I have to stop talking about my panties. I love wearing vintage stuff and old stuff. I love reusing. I love feeling that someone has worn something that I'm wearing now. Or something that is handmade by people I know or friends, to just lift each other up a little. And then the last question from a very, very lovely young lady. Have you ever messed up a song while performing live and had to style it out? Yes, very often. I once actually swallowed a fly on the stage while singing a song called Runaway, which is kind of a sad song about longing and stuff like that. And I swallowed like this tiny fly. I think I just or maybe I breathed it in my nose. But it was interesting. 10 out of 10. 10 of 10 would not do again. And then it was an experience. And I'm very clumsy, so often I fall on stage, and I often forget the lyrics, very often, because when I look so intensely at the crowd when I sing, because I sing to them, and they're there to see me, it's such a special, strange thing. So I look at them a lot when I sing live, and sometimes they distract me from myself, and I forget how to be me, if that makes sense. People are so beautiful. You have no idea. If you've ever been on a stage and sung while singing to people, the look on people's faces when they listen to music and when they look up at you is just the most beautiful thing that could ever exist. It's so pure, so full of love and emotion, and yeah, it's beautiful. Okay, that was all the... You're so young, you never Oh, I think they're talking. Imagine dying. I just saw a comment. Imagine dying. I think about that a lot, actually. Oh, you're all so sweet. I really want to see you live. Yes, I know. I want you to see me live as well. And one day, you know, we can do shows again. I'm looking forward to it. Yeah, I am. It's a strange world right now. But I think it's gonna do something good to us. You know, these times. I think it's gonna teach us to really appreciate the wonders of life. You know, just the normal things like going out, eating dinner, going out to have a beer, visit your friends in other countries, hugging in public. I don't like hugging though, but other people. I speak for the other people. But I think it's gonna teach us something again about appreciating how beautiful life is. Or I hope so. I hope that we'll take something good out of this. Okay. And yes, all the countries that you say, Indonesia, Philippines, Greece, I will come. I promise one day I will come. I really, really want to come wherever you are. I want to come wherever you are. And that's my dream, to visit every single one of you. Each and every one. Yes. Okay, I think I actually need to pee a slightly bit. I forgot to pee before doing this, which is a fiasco on my end. So I'm gonna go and pee, and I'm not gonna take you with me. So I think maybe I'm gonna end. Should I end? Is it too early? Maybe I should go. Should I leave you? It's always weird with the live streams. It's weird just assuming that it's interesting enough for people to just watch you, you know? It's a weird thing. I struggle with the concept. But this was very fun. It was very fun. Very lovely questions, and you're all very fiasco. Is it an English word? I don't know, maybe it's Norwegian. Fiasco, it means like a failure. Oh, maybe it's Norwegian, sorry. It was very fun. You're all very lovely. Your questions are very lovely. I hope that you're okay. I send you all the love in the world. And I hope that I really hope that you're okay. I know for some people these times are very hard. And I send you all love. Okay. Oh, and thank you to Clash magazine for having me. I'm really, the Clash for having me. It was really fun. And really enjoyed myself. And now I'm gonna just mention that Clash are running a campaign called Water Aid. And they raise money for hand washing facilities in the most remote, underdeveloped areas in the world, helping to tackle COVID-19. So if you want to support them, that would be, if you have the possibility to support their cause, that would be amazing. I know that we can only do as much, but it would be amazing. It's important now to stay together and to share what we have. And then there is some music being played on their account at 4 p.m. BST if people want to get involved. So get in there, get into it, you old dog. I'm not being so social at the moment. It's been a long time since I talked to people. Happy birthday, Ellie. You're the best, and you know it. Little kitten. And then thanks to my mom and dad, thanks to my grandmother, Jesus, and the devil, everyone. Okay, peace out. I'm gonna try to end it. I'm gonna end this. Okay, I love you. Bye, motherfuckers.